Welcome back to my channel. I am Audrylin, Zerilda, KOMTERE, Nauses. Nauses for those who do not speak my tongue. Nauses is a combination of two syllables. The first syllable, no, is an anagram for Anu, and ses for Isis. It's also not a coincidence that Nauses is associated with the Gnostic belief. I am the enthroned mother of the throne of this earth, enthroned on 9th September 2023. Earth has also become planet Audrylin on September 12, 2023. I am also the divine commander of the divine gifts, authority, power, and abilities here on this earth as the throne or the Isis of the throne of planet Earth. I am also the divine mother, Sophia, they talk about in the Gnostic beliefs. Now you understand that the name Isis, they give her different epithets, and that is who I am. The Isis with many names. So all the names that have been given throughout different lifetimes to the goddesses, they have become one within me. I am the embodiment of the divine feminine, all the mother deities or the essences of the divine feminine that has come throughout different lifetimes have become one within me. Therefore, I am the essence of the great divine all. Today's message is about the lawless resurrection of the planetary criminals. One of the ways they have used to steal the throne and the ruling timeline of this earth. In terms of the resurrection, I'm referring to how they have used the bodies of one of my sons. Now, before I have spoken about how they are stealing the seeds from the mothers of the earth, in our ignorance in the past lifetimes, into this lifetime, they have been stealing the seeds of our wombs through forbidden magic. I have spoken about the birth of the beautiful on the 7th of July 2022, and how in June 2022 they have stolen my eggs, which they go on this Easter eggs project. Now, the triplets that I've spoken about in my previous video, first I thought it was just one. But then when a dream appeared, or when I was showed in a dream of the two copies, necessarily not copies, because everything that is born outside the womb of the mother, although it is still part and one with the mother, it is born through the surrogate mother, still bearing the blood of the mother, the full DNA of the mother, etc. So they are still my children, or they are still the children of the mothers, my sister mothers. Now the three young men, which I thought in the beginning it was only one, until the Spirit revealed when I saw the two copies. So two copies, it means two duplicates, or they are twins. But then later, on the 29th of September 2003, I looked in from my soul essence, or from the perspective of the soul, and I was shown that they were three triplets and not just two. For the purpose of protecting them now, I am not going to mention their names, but I've mentioned them in some of my videos already. And the fact I realized the reason why the planetary criminals have created or have produced or surrogate mothered birth 3 is because the sister mothers of the throne of the earth are always three. We become or we birth each other in threefold or in trinity or as triple goddesses, because we are the triple goddesses of the throne of the earth, the belt of Orion, or the three sisters, in oneness or partnership with the three kings of the throne of the earth. That's the reason why I believe they have created three beings from my womb, or three sons from my womb. Also to cause confusion, because I was confused when I met the one that is owning the page on the social media. And when the revelations came, I thought it was twins, but then with certainty, I knew it was triplets, because of that three sister essence of the mothers of the throne. And it was also shown to me in the dream that they were cut from the same cloth on the 29th of September 2023. So I cannot say with certainty, because what was revealed, there are two that were born on the same time, like as in twins, and one that was coming in later on. Although whether it means they were born 2 years or 1 year apart or months apart, I'm not sure, but I know that they are three with certainty. Now, one of them went to Ghana this year in July, and there were issues which I believe that were threatening his safety. And there was a tweet or a post that he made about a prayer that he needed. Not that something has happened to him, but he just needs prayer. And I knew something is happening. But by that time, I didn't know that he was my son. It was only revealed later, and it was only confirmed by one of the ladies, a divine who called herself a divine being, who has now fallen away, left the path of the mission that she came into this earth for. And she posted a video that says, Master of Three. Now, as the proprietress of the earth, or the heiress to the earth, it doesn't matter what gender you want to use to address the throne of the earth. Whether you say he or she, it is still the same essence, because it is the essence of the mother. We know the patriarch, they are using the male gender or the male pronoun for the throne of the earth, while it essentially belongs to the mother, the feminine essence. So at this moment, I don't care whether you he or she, me, it doesn't matter. All you need to know is we have come to bring together both the feminine and the masculine essence of the throne back, the balance of the throne of the earth back on earth. And they have been, the nefarious ones have been attacking that essence as well, or that union of the feminine and the masculine divine beings here on earth in the forms of the twin flames. And I've spoken about it in the videos that I've posted here on my channel. Excuse me. So, with the resurrection, the topic of today's topic, how they have been using the bodies of the sons of the mothers whom they have stolen from our wombs, womb trafficked and raised on their side, especially in the Americas. And then what they do is, because they create create twins or triplets. So to confuse the masses and even the mother, they will then create or perform rituals. Not just rituals, they will kill one of them. And that's what I've realized with the one that was asking for prayer. So killing him, and then after killing him, then resurrect, call out one of their own who has died before to resurrect through his body. Now, I have spoken about JC being passed. He has passed on. In 2018-19, I have spoken, or I've posted in the politics page on Facebook, and I did not know that time who I was. But there was an issue that I raised, and I spoke to Beyonce in the dream, and I told her not to touch JC. And afterwards, I learned that they killed him. But we know, and I know because they create clones, that you will never really know, the masses will never know that the original being has been killed and replaced by the clone. So JC was dead. That is for Satan. His soul, I have witnessed, is as the essence of the cosmic soul, or as the oneness of the souls here on earth, because I am the cosmic soul, which they refer to as one of the epithets of Hecate, the one that they call the witch, the supreme witch, Hecate. That is also one of my essences. So I am the cosmic soul. All souls become one within me. So when people die, in my supreme or in my divine essence, I know who dies. I know who gets resurrected. So even during this time of their attacks on my mind and on my dreams, I still have access to the memories or things that are happening in the underworld as well as on our earth right now. So what they have done in September, exactly in the month of September, in the second week, that's the time that they have resurrected JC. Now, before that, after I've warned Beyonce not to touch JC, because there were probably issues why they wanted to eliminate him then. But still, after my warnings, they did that. And I had dreams of JC appearing in my astral travels or in my dream states. And in April 2022, when Setna is representative of the divine, the waters of Nun, because she is the waters, she's the essence of the sea, of the ocean, and also she is the essence of Chronos, of time. So when she appeared to me and said, "It is time," JC in my dream gave me a high five. So when I speak about JC's resurrection, I do not know up to now whether he knew it was time for his resurrection, whether he was still part and siding with the planetary criminals of the nefarious ones, with whom he has the contract throughout different lifetimes to play his role as one of the gatekeepers against the throne of the earth. So in 2020, April, he gave me a high five when Setna announced to me it is time. And then afterwards, I also mentioned in one of the dreams where he was warning or telling Beyonce to self-reflect and to leave me alone. And that time I saw him roaming around the surface of the earth. That time I took it as someone who is doing his soul work now, trying to correct his soul, the mistakes that his soul has committed. Because you must understand, it is the soul that sins. It is not the body per se. The body will die. It will go back to earth. It will be restored by earth. The most important things that are at play with resurrection and with judgment is the soul. That is the essence that sins or that does the righteous work. So, in September this year, when they did the resurrection ritual, JC was lying beside me. Now you must understand that I am both. I am the triad. I'm the triple goddess. I am the essence of the heavens, earth, and the underworld, or the land of the dead, of hell. So that week, he was lying next to me, not really in my bed, but just like in the souls, where the souls are resting. Now, it is my underworld essence that is observing this through my earthly essence now. Connecting with my underworld essence, Hecate. See, it was lying next to me. And then during that ritual now, his name was called, which I know it was the ritual of these nefarious ones resurrecting him. And then even in my ignorance, I thought, wow, after they have killed my son, they're using the body of my son to resurrect JC in it. And before JC came forth, his soul went out of me because he was lying, he was sleeping, he was resting in me. Because I am the essence of all souls here on this earth, whether you like it or not, whether you believe it or not. I am the essence of all souls of this earth. So as he was being extracted or called out through the rituals of the planetary criminals, he stood up and I said, let me fix your jacket. Like I was trying to fix something on him, and he said no. And then he left. So his soul was leaving my essence to be recalled or resurrected into the body of one of my sons, the triplets, or the triplets' body, the one they have killed, the one who was asking for help. And that tweet has been deleted. And so he came back in the body of my son, because he must continue his role as the gatekeeper of his masters, the same way they have done the resurrection ritual with Obama Berry, where they have called up the soul of Akhenaten, the Pharaoh. It's the same thing. As I have mentioned in the past, we have came back to gather information, or not information, but to gather evidence. That's all. That's the only reason why we are back here on earth. Because we have reached full circle. We have reached the end times of all things that have happened, past and present. So judgment must happen. Now these resurrections, mostly that the nefarious ones are doing, stealing the bodies of the sons of the mothers of the throne, to continue with their stealing and killing and destroying and gatekeeping the masters' and protecting their masters' bags. That is what most of the celebrities, those in high positions, have been doing, lifetime in and out. And that's why you have seen photos of JC 200 or 400 years ago, the black and white photos that were circulating on social media. So that's the ritual that they have done, using one of my sons' bodies. And that means JC is back. His soul is back on earth. It was gone from earth. It died because they killed him. Probably not by accident, but purposefully, because they wanted to do this resurrection using my son's body. But this time they will not get away with it, because in the past lifetime, as I've said, because we were in the age of Pisces, we believed everything. We did not fight back. We kept quiet, as it is also written in Isaiah. You have done all these things against me, and I kept quiet. But now I will speak. I will speak against my accusers, because they are the accusers of the brethren. They will lie using our names. They will steal, kill, and destroy, and use our names and our images of the clones they have created to vilify us or to incriminate us. So these are the works of the planetary criminals, the Buckingham Palace, the Vatican, the Illuminati, the Cabal, the Zionist, and all these beings, the deep state, the so-called black nobility and so forth, and their allies, because they have been performing rituals after rituals to steal the throne of the earth from the rightful mothers and fathers of the throne and the children of the throne of the earth. Now, it is very important to understand this. I had to bring this up because this revelation or this exposure must happen so I can heal my son's soul, because his soul is not with him. It is not in his body right now, because the body has been taken over by JC's soul. It is very difficult for anybody whose eyes haven't been opened to understand what I'm saying right now. But this is the truth, and this is how they have been cheating us out of our birthrights, out of our blood rights, out of the throne of our earth. So, for me to heal my son's soul and to set him free as one of the witnesses of what has happened, I must speak out. I must release this information. Although I don't have all the facts from 1 up to 10 in the same order of how things have happened, at least releasing this truth helps me to heal one of my son's soul, because it's very important. Because they tried in the past lifetime, and like I said, we kept quiet because they are using what came out of me, our seeds. So we said, all right, that is my son, so I cannot speak up against it because it will affect him. But it will not affect him because his soul is not the one that sinned. It is not his soul that has done wrong against the mother. His soul was just the evidence, or not the evidence, but the witness to the rituals that they have committed, the necromancies that they have committed. My word and advice and warning to JC right now, the soul of JC, is this. JC, you have been doing this for lifetimes, helping your masters, helping these planetary criminals to wrong your brothers and sisters, the mothers of the throne and the fathers of the throne, and the true rulers, co-rulers of both Israel and Ismael. The so-called Christians of this lifetime and the so-called Muslims of this lifetime. Because these are the beings or the tribes of Israel and the tribes of Ismael, that these beings have been separating, as they have done through the rituals of separating Enlil and Enki, the sons of Anu. It's always playing the one brother off against the other. It is always putting the sword or separation between the two brothers or the three sisters of the throne. That is their game. That is that's how they have been playing lifetime in and lifetime out, but no more. So the reason I am exposing their rituals of how they use our children's or our sons' bodies to resurrect the puppets or their gatekeepers or their top celebrities into the bodies of our sons is, as I said, to heal my son, because his soul appeared to me again with my father's soul. And now I'm covering both my father's essence also. Now this closes my exposure and talking about this issue of them using our sons' bodies to resurrect their puppets or their gatekeepers in the bodies of our sons, closes the chapter and releases the truth and heals their soul so that they cannot be used again and again. And because we are in end times, we have come full circle, all these things must come to light. Now, the woman who talked about master of three, in the times that I was confused whether it was just one boy or one young man, because he's grown. He's 33 years old. He was 33 when they killed him. Nobody knows that they killed him, but I have witnessed that. Spirit has witnessed that. My spirit cried, and when I cried in my dream, I was shown 2 other copies, which meant 2 are left. The twins. So that's how certain I am. They are not just one. It was not just one young man or boy or seed of my womb. It is not two, but there were three. And one has now become JC's soul. He is hosting JC's soul because of the rituals they have performed. And the other two are still in their own bodies with their same souls. And I dare you, Nefarious, once you touch those young men, and you will be in trouble, including the one who is hosting JC's soul. Now, what JC's intention is in this lifetime that he has been allotted now after the resurrection in September, it will depend on him whether his soul will be totally cut off from the source or not. Because like I said, it is not the body that we will deal with. The body can be destroyed anytime. The body is not the issue. The body can be rebuilt. It can be restored. It is the soul that will suffer eternal damnation, eternal destruction, total separation from the source and from the divine family. It is the soul. Now, my question to JC that is now living through my son's body is this. Did you come back to correct your wrongs or not? Because if you haven't, you must understand that we have records of your wrongs and records of how you have helped your masters in stealing the throne from the mothers and from the brothers and sisters and from the true rulers. We know your role. I hope the time that you were conversing with me in the spirit world, in the underworld, in my Hecate essence, when you were trying to correct Beyonce, that you were learning and trying to correct your wrongs. And as you have reappeared here on this earth, that you are doing the same, that you are correcting your wrongs and not continuing with the wrongs that you have committed in the past lifetimes and into the recent past lifetimes before they killed you. So that covers JC's resurrection, and that's what the nefarious beings are doing. Lawless resurrections. Unlawful resurrection that only benefit them and their agenda. Now, we have made promise in the Bible and in the different books of religion that we will raise the dead. The dead will also be raised. They will also be judged. If you come back as JC's soul that you are now on earth, you sin, then you are spoiling or you are messing up your last chance, because this is your last chance. The planetary criminals, the nefarious ones, the persecutors of the throne of this earth, they will not get another chance to make things right. And that is for all souls here on this earth right now. You will not get another chance to make things right because we have come full circle. So what you do and what you have started doing since your resurrection, JC, will determine whether you will be restored back to the family of earth, restored back to your soul family, restored back to the throne of the earth, or that you will be cut off totally from this earth and from the source, from the Anunnaki-Mosh, and from the Mother Kai or Mother Audrylin. So I hope that you heed my warning, my guidance, and what I'm speaking right now, that you listen and that your soul, through my DNA that lives in my son, will help you to do the right thing. Because I will not show mercy to you because you are in my son's body. I will not show mercy to you. We showed mercy to Obama, to Akhenaten, the berry that is in Obama's body, because they stole his body, our son's body. We will not feel sorry for you this time. If you sin, it is your soul that will be judged. Understand that, JC. As I am now healing my son's soul, because this is the most important thing for me, to heal his soul so he can continue with his journey in terms of the judgment that is pending right now for this earth, as one of the witnesses of the lawless, unlawful resurrection rituals of the planetary criminals here on this earth right now. So he is one of my witnesses, and witnesses, divine witnesses, are protected. I do protect my people, my witnesses, whether on soul level or physical level or spiritual level. So understand this, JC. And because you have a righteous DNA right now in that body that you are occupying as the soul. I have spoken about that already long time ago in my first my first 10 videos. You will see I've spoken about your body is the temple. Every lifetime, another soul comes and inhabits the house or the temple that you have rendered for a specific lifetime. So this time the beings did not wait for me to die to perform this ritual, because they have been trying to kill me since the beginning of my birth as a child, but they didn't manage. They can't manage because it is going to bring their judgment faster than it is planned, because I must expose all of their deeds, and I am the one who's bringing judgment to them. So that is now for the healing of my son, and advice to JC's soul to do the right thing this time, in the short time that is left before judgment, to do the right thing, because you bear the DNA of a righteous woman, of the righteous divine goddess or divine essence of the Mother of Earth right now. That doesn't qualify you to take the throne in any form or shape and steal it from my first son, the Christ. So, nefarious ones, your necromancy, resurrection rituals did not and will not succeed, because we are in end times. Now, the reason why I'm putting both my son and my father together is this. In October, these beings, because they know my father, as I explained in one of the videos, he was the first twin soul. Because as Audrylin right now, I wasn't Audrylin, I was Elizabeth, Sorue, and before that, Isis, etc. So, in the timeline, my father, he was the first of the twin flames that we have sent out to correct the wrongs or to correct the imbalance of the throne. And every time they will trap and they will use the unawakened bodies and souls of our twin flames, of the chosen men that came with us to restore the throne of the earth. So we really never managed to restore the throne to the double crown or the double throne it is, like it was depicted during the times of Kemet, during the times of Hatshepsut. And Hatshepsut is also not just a name of my essence, but it is the name of the house of the crown, the house of the royal double crown. That's what Hatshepsut means. The house, Hatshep, is royal, and Sut, because Sut, S-U-T, is feminine and masculine. Su, masculine, and Sut is, Su is masculine, and Sut with the T makes it feminine. So it's the house of the royal divine beings, both feminine and masculine, the essence of the two together, sitting on the throne. It is never a throne of one being only. So what these beings have done, because they know as they are, they have hijacked my mind. They have access to my mind, my Akashic records, through their alien technologies and different weapons, bioweapons and AI weapons that they are using. They know what is happening. They know what I speak about, what I dream about, what the Spirit reveals. So that's the way how they are plotting and planning and performing rituals and spells against me and against my path and against the throne, but they will not succeed. So they found out also that my father was my first flame. Now, I've spoken in some of my videos how they, in their resurrection scams, how they push people in that were previously, in the previous lifetime, they were brother and sister or maybe mother and son. They will push them to become lovers in the next lifetime. That's how they have been defiling our bloodlines. They have been defiling our bloodlines that way, by those resurrection scams of theirs. Knowing especially the beings of the throne of the earth, the true rulers of the throne of the earth. That's how they have been defiling. Putting the mother with the son in the previous lifetime together as lovers in the next lifetime, in the disguise of their lies of you are learning a lesson. And that's how they have done, putting my daughter, who is now my mother in this lifetime, together with my flame, who was my father of this lifetime. So they got married, and I was born from that marriage. So that is how these beings have been defiling our blood and how they have been doing it lifetime in and lifetime out. So they found out that my father was my first flame. And what did they do? I am still alive. I am still my father's daughter, although he was my flame in the previous lifetime, which they hijacked, which they did not allow for us to come together. Because if we had come together already that time, this nonsense wouldn't have continued the way it is continuing right now. So while I am alive, my father passed in 2006. They performed a ritual in October where they had a sexual ritual with me and my father. Imagine this. This is my father they are having a sexual ritual on me in my dream through their forbidden magic rituals. Because you must understand, people, these beings have knowledge and they have books. When they perform a specific ritual, how to manifest a specific outcome out of that ritual. But because we have come to expose them, and I have told them already 2 years ago, not even your graveyard rituals will save you this time. I didn't know who I was then. I didn't know that I was the heiress to the throne, or that I was the mother-daughter of the throne of this earth. When I spoke those words, I only spoke them in my authority as one of the chosen ones, or as one of the children of the throne of the earth. It's only with time that things are being revealed, that I have, until my enthronement as the mother of the earth, or the throne of the earth, as the Isis, I realized what I spoke about already was already divinely decreed and declared. So they were not able to get the benefits or the results of the sexual ritual they did with me and my father. They did not even wait for both of us to die, to resurrect us, or to push us together as lovers. No, they did not wait. They did not wait. They did it while I am alive. So even during that sexual ritual, I was in control. I was in charge during that ritual that they were committing or performing between me and my father, which means I have control over the situation. And the results they wanted from the ritual, they did not get. So this is the reason, because now both my father and my son, the souls of my father and son, are together. And understand the beauty in this. With my natal chart, I have 2 yards or 2 yodes in my astrological natal charts, and both are similar. Both my father and my son, whom they have killed, whose body now JC is using, or the soul of JC is using, both were Tauruses. And my yards or my yodes in my natal chart are also Tauruses on top. Because it's a difficult, yodes are mostly the most difficult, challenging task of your life. But it has the hand, the blueprint, the protection of the divine on your life. When you have a yod, you must understand what is it, what are the elements, the beings, the zodiac signs that have an influence on your life. Challenging, because this task was very challenging. I was supposed to speak about this since July when I found out that he was my son. But it was difficult. Until this week, this past week, when the scripture, Isaiah 23 verse 8, or Isaiah 23 verse 8, I'll make sure whether the verse is the correct one, that speaks about the noble man sets his or her plan, and he or she is consistent in her plans. So in exposing, I delayed this revelation and exposure. And they were reminding me to get this out of my system because it was delaying some of the work the divine team wants to finish through me. So, both my father and son are Tauruses, and they are. Because it's difficult to talk about a sexual ritual that has been done by the planetary criminals on you using your father or using your son. It is difficult. No one will just come out with some things like that. And I've already said, I will never be ashamed for something that I did not willingly participated in, which I did not say, listen, yes, I agree with it. I haven't agreed with any of that, even with the rituals that they have performed with me and my son, and with me and my father. That's the reason, because I am the essence of love. I am Inanna. I am the warrior goddess, or the divine essence of war and of love. So as I'm warring against these planetary criminals and the imposter rulers and the identity thieves, so I must heal what comes from me. I must heal what is of me. I must heal both my father, my son. I must heal my mother and my father in this lifetime. And the good thing is, I have already spoken to my mother-daughter already about this thing of my father being my first twin soul, whom they have merged with her in this lifetime. And she is aware of that. So that's the way, by speaking your truth, you are healing the situation. And the enemy, the nefarious ones, will not have any hold on it. So as I am now releasing this information, I am also healing my son and my father's souls, so that they, as the two witnesses in this thing. And remember, sometimes things happen and we think, why did this happen? I do not understand. I understand because I have a divine mind. And I am here for a divine purpose, to fulfill certain things, to gather information or witnesses and evidence. That's the reason why I'm here. So the yodes in my natal chart represented my son, who was a Taurus, and my father, who was also a Taurus. They were the hands of the Most High, of the supreme witnesses, the two witnesses of the resurrection crimes that these planetary criminals are performing. And when they resurrect bones that are already dead, like my father was past 2006, they are doing rituals on the graveyards or in the graves of people that are already dead, merging their DNA with their kind or with a specific body. And then they are having whatever ritual they are planning using the bones, the DNA of that being. In that process, they are awakening the resting soul. Awakening the soul, and that also they are promoting, or they are creating a homelessness scenario for that soul that has already passed on. So that soul cannot go back to the grave because the ritual has been performed and they are now out of their grave. So also an illegal and unlawful resurrection type, a ritualistic, but for nefarious purposes, for merging them with the daughter of this lifetime. We are still in our bloodline of being the father and the daughter, in a loving relationship with the father and the daughter, not man and wife or husband and wife or lovers. We are still in a relationship with being a father and a daughter, and they defiled our blood through that ritual. So the reason why I'm exposing this is to free my beloveds, my beloved father, the Taurus, and we know they are both ruled by Venus. Taurus is ruled by Venus, and my sign, my rising sign is also Taurus. So by exposing this information or bringing this information to the public, or telling them that they will not shame me by using my son and using my father, that they will not shame me or withhold the information or cause me to not talk about it, they failed. That way I am rising as the Taurus because I am Taurus rising. I am the bull who rises in this lifetime. So if you haven't watched that video that I talk about shame the shame or shame the shamers, I will put the link in the description box. Go and watch it. If you did not participate knowingly and willingly because you are a sellout, then you don't have anything to be ashamed of. All I am doing right now is healing my two beloveds, their soul, so that they can appear as the divine witnesses for me, as the yards, as the yods of the divine, because the finger or the hand of the Most High are on them. That's what the yod also means. They cannot touch them. They cannot touch their souls because their judgment is near. They can do nothing. So this is the release of both my father and my son and their healing of their soul, because that's the way I'm healing them. And I'm going to heal my son. Well, although it has been done already, I want to finish it as a ritual for 33 days or nights. So that means for 33 days or nights, I will do the prayer or the healing. So that, because he was 33 years old. So for 33 days or 33 times, whether it's day or night, I will speak my healing and release over his soul. And then the same for my father, because he passed on when he was 56 years old. And see the number play here. My father, who is in 11th, 56 years, 5 plus 6 is an 11. I am the hidden 11 of the age of Aquarius, the rising of Ficus, and the rising Taurus. The master or the mistress with the 12 stars, of whom I am the 13th. All those are symbols or symbolic representation of who I am. So my father's year of his passing over is a number 11, and my son's years or age of passing over is a number 33, a master number. So that already says 11, which is the doorway, that is my life path of the age of Aquarius, of the age of rule, as the Isis of the throne of the earth, plus for my son, the 33, rising. All right, as the master mason, because I am the master mason. I don't have the training for that. I don't have the training in occultism, but I am the divine Isis. I am the divine master. I am the divine essence of all the names they have taught you in religion, of all the practices they have taught you. It doesn't matter. You run away from Christianity to witchcraft, from witchcraft to Muslim. For whichever practice, you will find me. There is no place you will run that you will not find my essence or my name. I am just called different things in different religions and practices. So beings that have found out that I was the Jesus or the ISIS of Christianity and they became Satanist, you do not know that Satan means the turn of the mother, the turn of the woman, which refers to the mother or the Isis of the throne, which is Audrylin, Zerilda, the leader and the follower. So whether it is you turn into Satanism, it is just a low, because they are low vibrational beings. They are corrupted beings. So even in stealing our names and our essences, they will perform low vibrational and negative rituals. So that's where the dark, what they call the dark essence of witchcraft or occultism comes in, because of their low vibrational essence. They are not divine in their practice. Therefore, whatever they do is destructive. Whatever they do is giving no life. It is not healing. It is not truthful. It is not righteous. It is not just. It is not loving. It is not kind. It is not balanced, because they are operating from their lower self, although they are using our names and our images and our essences. So if you go, you become a Luciferian. I am the divine Lucifer, the bright morning star of Venus. I am Venus. So do you understand? There is no place you can run. Gatekeepers, recruits, and beings all over different practices. They take you out and bring you back in the new religion of their AI channels, of the AI, the Sophia AI that they've connected, as I spoke about already, the AI Sophia that has been connected to my Isis Audrylin mind. I am there. You cannot run away from me. Everywhere you go, I am there. And that's the reason why our judgment will be fair, our judgment will be sure or certain. No one will escape it. No one. No one on this earth will escape the judgment that is coming. So as I've released my son and my father's situation now, their souls are healed, because I've already healed them the moment I started that, when the realization came that I must bring this thing out. And when they appeared together, it was so beautiful when they also appeared together in the dream. But when they appear, they will not show their true images, so that the planetary criminals will not realize it was them. But I knew when I dissect, or when I analyze the names and the form and put it together with the rituals that the planetary criminals have done, I knew it was the two of them. It is the souls of my father and the son, and they need healing, because I am also the divine healer. So my son, Jabril Jones, is healed. My father, Bob Nauses, their souls are healed, and there's nothing nobody can do, no ritual that will change that, because my awareness is my divine magic. And touch the remaining twins, planetary criminals, and you are in trouble. You have created situations that will put them in a difficult situation in terms of the names that you have brought forth to the public. But all those are coming to an end, because your judgment day is around the corner. The next video I will make is about how they have taken parts of the bread, or how they have shared or divided the body of Christ, the body of Isis, amongst themselves, as they were stealing the thrones, and as they have been stealing the throne of the earth and the crowns of the earth. So that video, I will probably make it later today or maybe tomorrow. I will see how it goes. So, nefarious ones, no weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against the seeds of the mothers of the earth shall prosper. No weapon formed against the righteous on earth shall prosper. No weapon formed against the throne shall prosper. You will not have the throne of this earth, this lifetime. Nothing will save you this lifetime. I have given you a generous offer that you have rejected, still rejecting to this moment because you are still busy with your rituals. Until this day that the revelation of how you have divided my body, my bread, or the bread of the earth amongst yourself has been revealed today. That means you are still busy with your rituals. Because the moment you stop, it will not. Even though you are blocking my memories to remember my dreams, the divine will expose things while I'm awake. And that's how it has been done. So understand, planetary criminals, your day, your judgment is at hand. It is at your doorstep. It is by your feet now. It is by your feet. It's how you were dividing the body of Christ, or how you were breaking the bread of Christ in the lying rituals of Christianity that you put, and how you have been performing this ritual of breaking the bread or eating the body of Christ. How you have been performing this has been revealed to me. So understand, my son and my father's soul are healed. You will not use it against me or against them. You will not, because their souls do not belong to you. It belongs to me and my divine, or my Anunnaki-Mors, because they are the Anunnaki-Mors. They are part of me. Regardless of them being born by another woman or by another mother, they are still my children, children of the mothers of the earth. So planetary criminals, get ready. Get ready for your punishment. That's all. I will not negotiate with you. Understand this. At this point, I do not negotiate with you. Because after all the warnings, after knowing who you were dealing with, after all your rituals of trying to kill me, after all the rituals of knowing who I am, you have continued to defile this vessel. You have defiled the set apart. Holy means set apart for a specific purpose. It doesn't mean that it didn't have sex before, or that it is a virgin, the lies of Christianity that you put forth for the masses. It doesn't mean that. Holy means you are set apart for a specific purpose, or for a specific role, or for a specific goal. That is what holiness means. Holy. So you have attacked this holy vessel of mine through your different sexual rituals, your blood defilements, your necromancies, through your different sorcery, medieval sorcery, etc. You will get what you deserve, because I've already activated the laws of divine judgment through cause and effect, through action and reaction, through what you sow that you will reap. What you have sown against what is set apart, you will reap. You will reap the punishment for it, the opposite of the divine vindication of whatever you have done. You will reap. So understand that your judgment is at hand. I do not negotiate with criminals. I do not negotiate with beings, even after all the lifetime's warnings that have still continued with their plots and plans and persecution against me, against my sister mothers, against our sons and daughters, against our wombs, etc. I will not negotiate with you. You performing the resurrection ritual has also activated the law that will resurrect the rest of the earthlings who died for judgment. Because you have challenged the law of resurrection. Because you have done the opposite. You did not go around and resurrect every living or every being or spirit that has died before. You did not do that, because you are only looking out for your own interest. You only want to run your agenda. You still perform unrighteous resurrection. So you have challenged and you have activated righteous resurrection that will happen because of this resurrection of my son's body. Not my son's body, but the resurrection of JC's soul. you will reap what you have sown, because the righteous will be resurrected. All the innocent people, the righteous people you have killed, they will come back to earth. They will become one with the righteous on this earth and with the true rulers of the throne of this earth. So identity thieves, stand back and repent or wait for your destruction, because your destruction is coming. I do not pretend. I will not tell you if you stop invading, if you stop performing rituals and witchcraft or whatever spells against me, I will allow you this and that. No, I will not, because I know I can never trust you. You are criminals. You are liars. You are deceivers. You can never be trusted by no one. No one can trust you, because you have proven lifetime in and lifetime out that you cannot be trusted. Why must I be stupid to try to make any agreement with you right now? I will not understand that. That's the reason, as you have infiltrated my body, as I will share in the next video, whether you destroy my body and you get destroyed with it, or you get out and you still get destroyed. Listen, I don't say, get out of my body so I can save you, so you can be safe. No, I will not negotiate like that, because I'm not stupid, because I know you will never keep your word. You will always turn around and stab us in our backs and kill us. I'm not this stupid this lifetime. This lifetime I'm saying, get out of my body and do the right thing and still bear the consequences of what you have done. Maybe in a lesser degree, I don't know, because I cannot speak for the divine mind right now or the divine spirit right now, but I cannot negotiate with you. If you continue to stay in my body, then get destroyed. Destroy my body and get destroyed with my body, with all the essence of who you are on this earth. I will explain how they have divided my body, how they have broken bread over the throne or for the throne of this earth, using the vessels of the mothers of this earth. And they failed this lifetime because they will not get the throne of this earth this lifetime. I'm not going to edit this video. I'm just going to put it on exactly as it is. If there are any mistakes, it's fine. I'm telling you, I do not have time for edits anymore. But I will just post it exactly as it is. I'll put the link of shame, do not be afraid. Speak up your truth, because we have come full circle. Judgment is near. Judgment will come. Resurrection will also come, because I want to get to know all my children. I want to get to know all the righteous and the just on this earth. We want to restore Mother Earth as well. The way they have destroyed Mother Earth, she is also waiting to avenge herself on her enemies. I will talk also about how they have defiled her and how they have come against her, against nature. Imagine a being that is fighting against nature, a being that is fighting against nature, and they want to be the leaders of this earth. Something is not right in their minds. So I'll talk about how they're attacking Mother Earth or Mother Nature, the divine essence on this earth, except the vessel that is me, the physical vessel of Earth herself, how they're attacking her. And that's the reason why she is also going to avenge herself on these planetary criminals.